Alright guys, so we're back with another video, and in today's video we're going to be showing you how to wet sand, and then how to clear coat your wheels so they stay protected and don't oxidize or whatever. So what we're going to need is obviously the sandpaper first. We're going to need 400 grit, 600 grit, 800 grit, 1000 grit, 1500 and 2000 grit. Following this, after, we are going to hit it with this polish to fill in whatever is missing. So we're going to use this next, and then after, the last step is going to be putting on the clear coat. What we're going to be using is this VHT wheel paint clear cloths, because this is designed for wheels especially, to pretty much put up with like debris, rocks hitting the wheels and stuff like that. So we got the wheels over there and we are going to get right into that. So I will catch you guys over there. And if we don't remember, this is how the wheels were looking before, the black. And then right now I just have my stock wheels on, so it wasn't sitting up on the suspension, or not on the suspension, sitting up on the jacks the whole day. But here's how we are looking on the two wheels. We are going to sand these puppies down and get them ready to apply that clear coat on and polish. So let's get into that. Alright, so we're going to start off with some 400 grit, and then you don't need to get like a block to put behind the sandpaper. It's totally personal preference, but we're going to be using this old iPhone case as our sanding block just to keep the surface flat. And we're just going to go around and sand this whole thing. Alright, and guys as well, if you don't want your hands to get super dirty from the aluminum that's coming up, just put a pair of gloves on. Alright, so we got our first coat of clear coat on. We're going to do the backs first because we don't want any of this interior wheel well going bad or oxidizing. So we're going to do a protective coat on the inside of the wheel, and then we're going to flip them over and start the other side. This is the clear coat that we're using, remember from the beginning of the video, VHT High Temp. This is specifically made for wheels, so if you're going to clear coat this, your wheels, use this, or Duplicolor is also a good one, or any 2K one that has good rating with heat and has good reviews. But I've always used VHT when painting stuff on my car, like for my calipers. That's the only thing I paint on my cars actually is my calipers. So you did one coat, we're gonna let it sit for like 10 minutes, and you pretty much want to stay about like yay distance away and just go back and forth like that, just back and forth. We do one coat light, then we'll do a second coat after this one dries, and then we'll flip it over to the front side and start doing that. So I'll catch y'all there. Alright, so now we're gonna do our second coat of gloss, and yeah, let's get right into that. Alright, now we're gonna let that sit for like 10-15 minutes and then flip them over to the front. Alright, so this is going to be the first coat of clear on the fronts. I don't know if I ever actually did a reveal of after I finished wet sanding everything, so this is actually how we're looking. As we can tell, the scratches went a lot deeper than I would have thought from what I saw when I got the wheels with the black paint on them. There was a lot more hidden beneath that black paint, so it is what it is at this point. There's no going back. I do really like this silver finish, but as you can see, like, we have these deep scratches right here, and even after all that sanding, you can still see them, so whatever, it's not that big a deal. But here is how we are looking with the first coat on. We're going to let it sit for about 15-20 minutes, and then we will spray our second coat, and then third coat, and then fourth coat. So I'll catch y'all then. Also, it just looks so much nicer now that we can see the word actually say forged. Before it was all like, there was so much black paint over it, you couldn't even like barely tell it said forged. It was so caked up. So now we have a nice forged logo, and with the ray caps on, they look sick, honestly. So I'll catch y'all when this is done drying and we're ready for our second coat. Alright, so we're back with our, I think our third coat now. And I just realized that before I was supposed to start clear coating, I was supposed to use this fine polisher on the aluminum to give it a little bit more shine. But I forgot to do that, so it's too late now, obviously. But I bought this to do that, and I didn't even use it, so I'm going to use it after just to give it off. Give it a nice finish. But you're supposed to do this before and after you clear coat. So if you're doing this, don't forget to do it like me and make that mistake. It still looks pretty shiny, don't get me wrong. Like, I wasn't trying to go for a chrome look, just like this nice silver OEM race finish. So we're running pretty low on this can, but we are going to spray it and get right into that. Alright, so here's how we're looking after 5 coats of clear. Everything looks nice and covered. I'm going to let it sit overnight, let this last coat of clear just cake on there and really dry. And then tomorrow I will go about hitting it with that polisher and see what our final result is looking like. So this is how we're looking though after 5 coats of clear. It came out really good. I'm liking this silver raw look. So this is how it's going to be looking like on our left side, driver's side. And then on our passenger side, we're still going to have the black wheels on there. So it's going to be like a little dice mix match. And that's how we're going to rock the set. So I will catch y'all tomorrow when I'm ready to polish these. Alright guys, so it's the next morning now. And this is how we are looking. This looks really nice in my opinion. So now what we're going to hit it with is this ultra fine finish and polish, and then we'll put the caps back on and everything, get it back on the car. The only thing I will say is that I feel like if I didn't forget to polish them before I did that first coat of clear, they would probably be a little bit more shinier, but it is what it is. They still came out really good. So this is going to be it. This is the final result with the logo on there. The caps are back on. I just need to put the valve stem caps back on. Now what we're going to do is get the car back in the garage, jack it up, and get these put back on the car. Alright, so here's how we're looking, finished product. I do have a jack underneath the front side right now just because I don't know if that front air has a still leaking. I don't know if the bead got messed up when I stripped the paint off. Here's the back side. So it's sitting at 35 psi right now. I'm gonna check it back in a few hours. See if I have any kind of leakage of air, but I'd say this came out really good. Yeah, black over here. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.